Think AI is just making school easier? What if it's actually making your future harder? I know as humans we all want the easy way out, but at what cost? As a high school English teacher, I've been thinking about these questions in my students a lot lately, because what happens when they use AI to bulldoze any challenge that comes up in their high school years? Is a future consequence that they won't be able to overcome any challenges? This is one of my big worries and kind of why I wanted to make this impromptu rant, because what if overusing AI now means struggling in the future? If you're using AI to generally study less, have less homework, and get back to gaming, I really do think that's a problem. It's a problem because life is hard. I'm not talking about life in school, because I honestly think that's been getting easier over the years with more teacher help, more support in the classroom, no failing grades, endless resubmissions. I'm really talking about life after you graduate. And I worry because when students have to use those skills of hard work, dedication, perseverance, motivation, whatever we decide to call it, I worry that AI gets rid of all that. So when it comes time in a student's life, 10 years after they graduate, when they really need to work hard and I guess we can call it grind, will that skill actually be there? With AI doing a lot of the thinking for students and a lot of the hard work, I don't know if they'll have the ability to overcome life's challenges and obstacles. So I've been in education for over 15 years now, and yes, I think that there are a ton of problems in school, even before AI started. But the big worry I have right now is that it gets rid of two things that a high school diploma or a degree sort of recognizes, which is the first, that it takes a lot of skill to be in the honor roll or to get good grades. Again, I know grades aren't everything, but it tells future employers that you can actually stick with something for a few years and get really, really good at it. And in my mind, that's really an overlooked aspect of doing well in school. The sacrifices that you have to make to work hard to get where you want to go. And not only does that signal years of hard work and dedication, I think the second thing it signals to people is there are certain standards and expectations that have to be met in order to achieve an honor roll diploma or graduate from university or college. And it's not just about what you learn in the classroom. Those skills that are signaled from that diploma are things like hard work, dedication, motivation, perseverance, and possibly my favorite, opportunity cost. Although it's an economic term, I really like the idea of at some time in your life, you're going to have to sacrifice, whether that's fun, gaming, going out with friends, in order to pursue something higher or better for yourself. That degree, that diploma, those skills, that technical course, whatever it happens to be. And again, circling back to my initial point, I worry that AI just bulldozes that right out of there. You can, quote unquote, earn that degree and still have 6, 7, 8, 9 hours for gaming every day because all of that thinking is done for you. And school and education really develop those skills. Like this math question I put up on the screen right now is objectively stupid. I don't like math. I was never good at it. But what I realized too late in life is it's not about the math problem itself. It's about the skills that are necessary in order to solve it. And that challenge, those small little challenges day to day in homework, in the essay you have to write, in the math questions you have to answer, in the science hypothesis that you just can't prove, that's the real value and benefit of school. If you can just type into ChatGPT, solve this math problem, write this essay, prove my hypothesis, you lose out on that struggle that is so necessary to be successful in life. And 3 areas that I really worry that future students are going to have trouble with if they over rely on AI is firstly relationships. I'm not just talking about those of the romantic type. Those are hard, don't get me wrong. It's challenging to have a successful long-term relationship, but even things like friendship. It takes a little bit of effort and time to maintain friendships. Not just texting, how are you doing every so often, but rather investing time, going out, seeing the person face to face and building those deep connections that, again, I do think school and the struggles throughout school really help build. The second area I think it's really going to affect is the workplace. It's getting hyper competitive, and I think the skills that are necessary to succeed is not just technical knowledge that you could learn in school, but really those soft skills that I think AI is pulverizing and getting rid of. Employers are looking for people who are like humble, have a willingness to learn, can stick to it, can struggle through challenges, overcome, show leadership. And Again, with AI just bulldozing so much of that out of there because it just simply gives you the answer that you think is enough, I worry that students, again, in the future, when they want to start their own business, when they want to move up in the ranks, when they want to earn more money, may not have those soft skills because everything has just been so easy. And the last area I think it really does affect is actually health. I know this seems like a bit of a stretch, but it is challenging to maintain a healthy level of fitness, to eat well every day. And again, I think that using AI just to have more time gaming, texting, and being on social media will really give a poor foundation for people to have good fitness later on in life. One of the quotes I really love is that a healthy man has 1,000 wishes, an unhealthy man has one. And when I talk about health, I don't just mean physical health, but actually spiritual, emotional, and psychological fitness. They're all difficult things to achieve that you might have to dig deep down and solve. And if you're not used to sitting down for hours, weeks, maybe even months at a time to struggle with something in school, then will that not appear later in life? One thing I've learned in my 40 years is that life is hard, and I'm glad I had to go through those struggles. And I look back at my life, and oftentimes when I took the easy way out, I regret it. And I worry that a lot of my students are just taking the easiest way out now. The path of absolutely zero resistance, not less resistance, zero. One of my favorite things that's popped up on Instagram is the idea of choose your hard. Like, it's hard to be an A+ student. It's also hard to fail and have no skills. So it's this idea that by getting rid of all those obstacles, I worry that by the time a lot of students in their future realize that they need to work hard, that they haven't developed the skills of hard work. Now, I'm not totally against AI. I do think it has many benefits, and if you want to know one of the benefits, I think it's for studying. And if you click this video right over there, hopefully it can show you a good way to use AI. Thanks for listening to this rant. Take care. I'll see you in the next one.